Hello to everyone who's watching this video. The goal of this video is for those seniors who missed the Project Lead, Project 9 in particular, kind of launch day here, Monday, August 10th. I'm going to just, in about 5 minutes or less, try to relay to you kind of the vision of Project 9, kind of my heart for Project 9. And when I say my heart, I mean all of the teachers involved, and Mr. Bowling at the top. And so I'll just start by introducing myself. I'm Mr. Smith. I teach math and coach basketball here. And I want to start by saying how jealous I am of you guys and how hopeful I am that you're involved with Project Lead and that you really lean into it. Project Lead is such a cool opportunity. It gives you a chance to test out some things about yourself, test out your leadership, make connections with other amazing people, pick an area of school culture, whether it be local, global, or Project 9, and really lean in and make things happen and be creative and brainstorm. And just, it's all things that I often wonder, like, what if I had been able to do that in high school? How far ahead of the game would I have been moving into college? So I'm so glad that you're a part of Project Lead. And I'm particularly glad that you're a part of Project 9. I'm partial to Project 9. And I think that it's the most holistic of all Project Lead groups. And what I mean by holistic is we have our hand in spiritual life, in chapel and connecting with freshmen. We have our hand on discipleship. I mean, a lot of Project 9 is just using your influence as a senior to connect with your freshmen, right? We look for service opportunities. So that's a little Project Lead local. We're involved with kids who play sports. So there's a little FCA. I mean, we have our pulse on every aspect of school community, which is why it's such an important role. And it's such a cool opportunity for you guys. So let me just kind of give you the learning target for what Project 9 is. And it's literally 4 words long. Build relationships with freshmen. Done. That's our goal. And I said this today at the meeting. Notice that doesn't say that you need to become your freshman's best friend. You don't need to become their mentor, their lifelong, Gandalf or Dumbledore or Yoda. To take that pressure off. It's just to build relationships. Build connections. You'll have about anywhere from 4 to 6 freshmen that you want to connect with. You want to make them known. That is our goal. So I want you for a second, we did this, and you can pause the video if you need to, but try to take yourself back to when you were a freshman. What were you feeling those first few days and weeks of school? What were you excited about? What were you worried about? What were you hoping would happen? Or looking back 3 years later, what were some things that you wished happened that didn't? You can pause the video and think about those things now if you want. Some of the things that came up for us were a lot of fears. And I didn't ask for only fears, but a lot of the seniors shared worries about academics. The stakes were higher, classes were harder. A lot of them were relational based. I don't know anybody. How do I make friends? A lot of them were anxieties on, like, what if I go to the wrong class and make myself look stupid? It's a lot of things that as seniors you don't think about, but when you're a freshman, you all thought about them and they mattered. Might look small now, but it really mattered. So I wanted to take a moment to put ourselves in freshman shoes because empathy is key as a Project 9 mentor. You need to be able to connect with your freshmen. You don't need to belittle any of their emotions. You don't need to think any of their questions are silly. You want to be a sounding board for them, and you want to be kind of a guide, a connector, and just be there for them. So a couple things that I talked about that I wanted you to hear as well to help give you a framework of Project 9 and our mission and our vision. All freshmen need to be known, know their name. They need to feel cared for. Connect with them via social media, connect with them, get their numbers, shoot them some random texts, individual texts, not always with a group. They need to feel known, they need to feel loved, they need to feel cared for, and that's on you. And hopefully, and I interviewed a lot of you, and I know that you have the talent, you have the tools, you have the emotional IQ. Just fill yourself up with the compassion, and hopefully you can lean into those relationships. And try to be authentic. The more you're your authentic self, the more they feel free to not have to fake it. It's my dream personally for freshmen to be comfortable enough in their own skin that they don't feel like they have to slide with a certain group, be a certain person. I want them to be comfortable with who they are. And you can set the stage with that just from being relaxed and being your goofy self and not feeling, like you have to put on a front. Next thing, we want to carry each other's burdens. I told a couple stories today about freshmen in the past who have lost a loved one during their freshman year at WA. I've talked about students who maybe they are doing really poorly in classes and they've never failed before. There are things that are going to happen during the year and you're there. You're kind of the first line of defense, right? So if you don't ask about those things, ask about how their family is and dig the layers back a little bit, you may never know. And they might not be able to feel comfortable enough to share. So we want to be there for each other. Remember, these freshmen have lives as well. And we want to make sure we're there for them. Lean in on walk culture. I think Miss Cheney's video will cover a lot of this, but it doesn't hurt to hear it twice. The more that you lean in on the weird things that are happening this year because of COVID, the more that you make them seem normal, the more the freshmen will think it's normal. They don't know any difference, right? So try to avoid things like the good old days and man, before COVID and that kind of body language, right? Really try to be present, be positive, be optimistic, and, model. A lot of leadership is modeling, model how we are at WA in our community. A couple other things. It's senior led, okay? A lot of things are on you guys. I'm here, Miss Cheney, Mr. Swider, Miss Woelfel, Miss Rinker. We are here to help you. If there's something that you feel like you're not equipped for, we can be a sounding board. We can get you resources. But a lot of this is project lead, right? It's not project follow. So you be the initiator, you vision cast, you make some ideas, you then make it happen. And then whatever you need, we're there to help you. But I want you guys to take ownership of the responsibility and don't just float through, but realize that it is going to be what you make it to be. And that's exciting. And so I hope that you can take some time after this video to kind of brainstorm some creative ideas on how to connect with your freshmen, how to make them feel loved, and how to make this year special. You're not doing this alone. You're probably watching this video alone, but it was really cool today to sit in the grad grounds with about 50 Project 9 seniors. And once we spaced out enough, we could take our masks off. And it was cool, like, hey, we're back. Like, school is back. And your peers are your best sources for information, for ideas. You can tag team. You can take your freshmen somewhere with another group. Like, the main goal, remember, it's only 4 words. Build relationships with freshmen. You can take that in a lot of ways. So know that you're not alone, and know that that you're the star of the show. I want to encourage you to finish this video and just say that doing some of the interviews over Zoom for Project Lead, I met so many of you. I was able to hear your heart. I was able to hear your talents, your passion, your vision for kind of what you want. Even today, I met with my group of 8 seniors, and they talked a little bit about their Project 9 experience, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then how we can make sure that we give our freshmen a great experience. And that starts on Monday at Freshman Retreat, which you'll hear from Miss Cheney's video, kind of what that looks like. But I just wanted to give you a short video to encapsulate what our vision is, what we expect of you guys, to be modelers, to serve, to love on these freshmen, to be great question askers, to really engage with every activity, and to be leaders, which I know you can do. So if you have any specific questions about Project 9, you can shoot me a text, or you can shoot your Project 9 coach a text. But hopefully this video was helpful for you to get some of the info that we had as a large group on what Project 9 is and what our vision is for this fall. Thank you very much. See you Monday.